Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the How We Doing podcast.
Shut your mouth.
I just lost 12 brain cells watching the debate, but we're here now. We're starting a little late because it was so entertaining.
And this
Yeah,
show
Chris started
is
off.
gonna
No,
be
it's all right.
huge.
It's all right.
Sorry,
It's all right.
No, brother.
We started one of the
Brother,
first
brother,
episodes with the huge.
Let.
Go ahead, Chrissy.
I just, we could have coordinated that. I could have swung it to you. You could have.
I'm swinging it to you and let the
You
people
sw-
know
you're
what's going
swinging it
on,
to me.
who's here, what's happening.
All right, fine. I'm
Fine.
not happy with how he opened the show, but I'll take it. All right, here we go. How we doing? Podcast episode
63.
Wow, these episodes feel like they've been in the 60s for a long time.
We're hanging out in the
Just got
60s.
started.
We're in the 60s. Welcome. 63. Got a special guest with us, not a little one. Hey, Gio.
Shout out, Big Dog. Woo, woo.
Special one.
Special.
Our good friend,
Our
our
brother.
brother for life, brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Everybody welcome Mr. James Breeze.
Clap it up, baby.
Yeah. But we don't call you James Breeze.
No, you do not.
No.
Would you like to tell the viewers what you call me?
Yeah, Breeze. Breeze or Breezy.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody the other day and about you. And
Talking shit?
just about, our band and stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's my brother and it's my friend Breeze. And they're like, Breeze? I'm like, yeah, that's his name. It's Breeze. That's it.
It's such a cool name.
That's what we call him. It
It's a
really
cool
is.
name.
You have a really great last name.
It's Italian.
I mean, I was stuck on Blue Eyes for a minute.
You were.
But,
That was one of your trademark nicknames for me. But
Yeah,
I can't remember a time when you guys just called me by my first name.
Never.
because you're not.
I think it was just always meant to be. And
You can
Yeah.
come off a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just always been Breeze. I started calling you Jimmy for a short period of time, and then Ted kind of ran with that one.
Oh,
Which I
man,
regretted.
You ruined Jimmy, yeah.
But
Yeah.
just to
Killed
just to
Jimmy.
give a little background of who how we know each other, how we're so close, right? Breeze lives across the street. We grew up playing outside together, just hanging out, always doing something. We were making up our own games, playing sports, this and that.
Sure.
Then we kind of just decided to start a rock and roll band, right?
Yeah, we are in a little band of ours.
Yeah, what's the
and,
name of the band?
It's not important.
It is
Oh, we have one now.
Yeah.
For a long time, we didn't have one.
Freeze.
It's Freeze.
Don't move.
freeze.
That's it.
Freeze.
Very original combination of our two last names.
It only took 10 years to get
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
well,
Nobody's
we didn't
counting.
have one,
Breeze.
so
We probably could have came up with
Now we
that
do.
earlier.
I can't do the stand. I can't do it.
But yeah, this is our guy Breeze. He's gonna join us on the show tonight, and I'm excited to have you, brother.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for such a wonderful introduction.
Oh
and,
yeah, man.
We're
It's an
glad
honor
have
to
you.
be here with you guys. It's I come a far way from this How We Doing production
Traveled
studio.
long and far
I
to
traveled
get
long
here.
and far by foot,
Yeah.
so getting
Yeah.
here tonight was kind of tough.
Yeah.
Took 3
Um,
taxis and a cab.
yeah,
You look
Yeah,
both
man.
ways,
That's
and you
three
made it
I
here
looked
safe.
both ways. Yeah,
But let's give credit where credit's due, right? Because I thought this is what you were saying. You were like the what do you call that? Like the union rep or the marshal on the job, in terms of rebuilding the studio.
Oh yeah.
That's right, that's right.
We call him the marshal, and he was leading the charge, and we got it done. And we wouldn't be sitting here without
That's
this
true.
guy to
That's
my
very
right.
true. That's something that I don't think about a
Credit
lot.
where
and
credit's
honestly,
due.
Appreciate you,
thank
brother.
you guys. Well, this couldn't be
Appreciate you.
possible without all of you here. So
Humble.
I just have
I will
to
do anything.
give
for
it to
this.
you guys.
I will do anything.
you guys are what started it all. But no, I am just incredibly proud of all of our combined work and effort that went into creating this space to be so creative. Like it's a creation to be creative
Yeah.
in many aspects, and I think you guys are just doing a wonderful thing with this pod, and excited
you.
to see what levels you guys take it to.
Well, we're
Appreciate
taking them
you,
pretty
man.
high with you here.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you
You'll-
that.
you'll
I'm
be
humbled
around-
by your comment.
You'll be around
by
for the
way.
journey.
And if you guys notice, he's wearing a How We
Oh,
Doing
yes.
shirt. Okay.
How we doing
How we
t-shirts? Go
doing,
get them at the
baby?
website, howwedoingproductions.com.
How
We got a
doing?
promo. It's $22, $3 off for all because we love you.
all.
Go get your shirts.
all.
We'll ship them to your door. They're
Ship right-
flying off like hotcakes.
Right to your door. They're coming at you.
That debate, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into
It's
politics.
11:18. We just started a little late because we were so entertained. That was just rough.
That's a day that'll go down in American history for sure. Whether it's good or bad, that's up for another show. But that's not for our show.
All right.
Don't listen to a word he's saying. He's lying.
Yeah.
Everything that man just said is false.
Don't say that, Chris.
You know
I got
what-
something
you know
in
what-
store for you in a little bit.
Uh-oh.
We're
He said,
talking
"I got
politics, Dan.
I
How
got,
many
some,
times do I have to tell you no politics on the
Nick
show?
likes to get controversial.
I got something in my pocket, boy.
Oh, man.
Why are you
we're
talking
doing
like-
that.
Why are you talking like that?
What's in
All
your
right.
pocket?
So, but enough about that show. What's
yeah.
this show about? Why don't you tell him, James?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys what the How We Doing podcast is all about. How we doing, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So look, what we tell you to do here is hold the freaking door. All right. It's not that hard. A little kindness goes a long way. All right. Hold the freaking door. Make somebody smile. Be the light in somebody's day. We are the light in your day. We're creating the How We Doing culture, the How We Do environment. It's a very important thing, especially in today's world. People are a little crazy, right, fellas?
That's it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I got something to tell you. Like,
Give it to us.
My girlfriend's sister, Carrie, she's at her job. She works at like a medical office or whatever, and an old person fell in the office, and she went to go help him up, and she got in trouble for it.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How?
She
Why?
got in trouble for helping this old man up off of the floor.
Should she have just filmed it? Sat there and filmed
Well,
it? and
she
posted
said that
on-
like if anything were to happen when she was picking him up, like they could have sued. You know, so it's a matter of liability.
Oh my god, it's so crazy.
Aren't there cameras around?
Can't they get sued for
Isn't
just
that
the person
crazy?
falling in general first, like primarily?
What kind of court
Probably,
case is that, though?
But like, that's what they're going to money, straight to money.
You know, well, we don't stand for that. We sit for that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
stand for Carrie helping the person.
Yeah, good
Good
job,
job.
Carrie.
Go,
If
Kerry.
anybody tells me I shouldn't have just helped an older person, you should just take a walk
I'll say
before
them-
something else
Well, it
happens.
doesn't
Watch
have to
out.
be young or old. It could be anybody. But
Yeah, but like old
if
person,
you see somebody that is in need of help, you shouldn't have to feel like
You
you're gonna
gotta
get in
help
trouble
them.
for that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you gotta help.
100%. You got to help. Nobody's ever going to tell
it's
me.
insanity.
you pick somebody up when they're down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what the How We Doing
Literally,
pod is
and-
all about.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And we're having ourselves a day here. By the way, one of my new favorite things to say to people. Let's have a day.
Let's have a day.
Let's have a day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Come on,
I was on the
let's have a
phone with some guy the
Hey,
other
have a day, man.
at work, and he was like, I was helping him out through something, and he was like, "Have a successful day."
That's
Oh,
a
wow,
good
that's a
one.
And
different
I
one.
was like, "Yeah, man, you too."
I really like when people say blessings.
Blessings. See,
I
never-
really love that. I don't have like the courage to say it yet. It's just
Blessings.
many blessings.
blessings. I feel
Blessings.
like you have to be like a Jamaican to say that.
Blessings.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Blessings,
usually it's how
man.
black people say it. To be honest,
Give me some holy
Yeah,
water.
I don't think you would. I don't think you should be saying blessings.
I say God bless.
I'll say God bless. I
God
mean,
bless.
if somebody says it to me, I say it right
Many
back.
blessings. You can't do that.
Are you giving somebody a blessing?
No, we're wishing, not wishing, but praying for blessings
Yeah.
for that person.
God bless you, not blessings.
Thank you. I got complimented on my cross today.
Good, because it's a nice cross.
Shoot.
It's a beautiful
I
cross.
took-
See, now you just got 2 more compliments.
Thank you, thank you.
That.
I took.
You're fishing for
I took a
compliments
table.
there.
It was three lovely ladies, and they were like, oh, I love your cross. That's very nice of you. They said we appreciate that, and I was like, oh well, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. This and that. And she goes, oh, you Greek? And I said, yeah, I'm Greek and Italian. And they're, oh, da da da. Where you from? And this and that. And then this one lady was kind of she was speaking German. It was weird. I don't know if she was having flashbacks, but it was weird. But they were all lovely and, kind of out of the chute. Sorry.
The one thing I got out of that is that you understand German.
No, she was saying, you know what they say about this? And then she went off on a tangent. And I was like, do you guys want other drinks besides water or no?
You want pizza?
But,
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Howie week?
Howie week.
How was your weeks, fellas?
Oh,
we could keep it
gosh.
swift and clean. Let's do it quick.
Oh gosh.
Let's keep it moving.
How was my week?
How was your week,
Well,
Chris?
Let's see.
Give me 3 words.
I 3 words.
No, whatever you want. I don't care.
Okay. It's like every week, man. Working for the man. Fuck the man.
Whoa.
Gotta stick it to the man.
You know.
Stick it to him.
Like School of Rock, baby.
Stick it to the man.
I know,
it to the
dude.
man.
Stick it to the man. I watched that movie this
Meiosis.
week.
You did?
Yes, it was
Chris
on.
would watch it every week.
I
for
get any
for the
chance
past
I
2
have to
years.
I
watch
loved it, man.
I watched that movie.
Such
Oh,
a
it's
good
so
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, good week. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Give the kid off
There it
Tuesday.
goes.
You can't say
There it
that
goes.
on this podcast.
First off,
with
you
this
don't
guy.
say that on the
Oh,
podcast, let
sorry.
alone next to me.
I'm sorry.
Next to Giacomo.
I'm sorry.
But it's all right. We'll let it slide. Well, let me tell you a little something about what happened in my week.
All right.
Part of me wants to start off with this morning, but that would be just not, timeline lineage correct. So, I'll start with after the pod. Chris gave me his acai bowl, so I ate the acai bowl. I didn't realize until,
The soupy acai bowl.
and it was delicious. That's right.
Okay.
I
All right,
eat-
James.
I eat soupy acai bowls. Welcome to the show. Yeah, no. So I have
Everybody
it.
just signed off.
Yeah, it's at least 5 minutes.
Nobody's watching anymore.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's it. We're done for.
So-
You had him until the soup.
The soupy part. So he had pineapple in it, and I was like, oh snap,
Yeah.
I freaking like it with pineapple. And now, thanks to
Yeah, I've been
Chrissy,
getting pineapple in my acai bowls too. I take out the coconut, I get pineapple instead.
Yeah, it works.
Well, he actually
works,
said
I like
he
it.
actually said thanks to Chrissy. So
Oh, I
You're
was
welcome.
just like
That's
enforcing.
true.
I do the same thing. I had an acai bowl today.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wait,
Acai
did you say that? Say that
I
one
had
more
an
time.
acai bowl today. Yeah.
Now,
Makaya?
I never heard somebody say it that
So
way.
I do things with my literature and my pronunciation of certain words to even if it does piss people off, I'll still say it like that because I think it's funny.
It didn't piss me off. It just caught me a little bit off
Because the
guard.
stupid like
acai,
that.
acai, it's too demanding. You're asking for 3 syllables. No, I had an acai bowl. So much quicker. That's it. Done.
But do
Nobody's gonna
people
know what you're
talking-
saying. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going
Say
to
acai.
the place that just sells acai bowls and you say acai versus acai, they're not going to look at you any differently.
I'm
Right.
gonna
Waiting
order
for
it
one
as
day.
an
But if
Acai
you're
acai
bowl.
just
bowl.
saying like to somebody like you want to go get some acai,
one
they're
day,
gonna
you're
be
gonna,
like, what do you want? meth?
one day you're gonna slip up, and you're gonna. One day you're gonna slip up. You're gonna be like, "Can I get a cocky bowl?"
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that acai was pretty
Okay,
darn good.
continue.
Yeah. So what happened
Pineapple's
next?
fine, fantastic.
So after I had the acai bowl, I then was just picking out on something else. So I'm like, okay, I gotta stop it. I go ahead and I close it. You know how this goes, though. Everybody does it. They go ahead. All right, just one more bite.
It's hard. It's hard to say it's the last bite, not take another one, and
Yeah.
then you're just gonna finish it.
And then it's like, all right, just one more. Yeah, the whole thing was gone before you knew it. I just, for some reason, realized that, okay, in order to finish this meal, I have to make myself feel better about it. All right, I tried. One more time. Okay, no. And then it was gone.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been there.
But let me tell you about the craziest thing that happened. It
What happened?
happened this morning. So I'm driving into the city, and I just go ahead, get over a lane. I get in front of this big black pickup truck, right? So everything right now seems completely copacetic. I already have the idea that I'm going to go back into the middle lane, right? So here I go. I speed up a little bit. I get over. At the same time, this other little tiny freaking car gets in front of me.
Okay.
And then he slows up. But at the same time, here comes the pickup truck. He gets behind me. He thinks I'm trying to mess with him, and I jerk on my brakes. So then he pulls over into the right, the left lane. He speeds up, gets next to me. He's like going like this to me.
No way.
I'm telling you, bro, and not even just a little nudge. He went womp womp, and then he went really. I'm like, what the?
He's trying
this
to
guy-
drive you off the road.
Straight up.
People are not
Gets in
afraid
front of
these
me.
days.
They got big egos to overcompensate for something else. These freaking
We're
big
in-
pickup truck drivers.
We're in the middle lane. He's not even doing this like as if I'm in the right lane.
Bro, that's crazy.
So he goes ahead, and you know what he does? He gets in front of me. He jams on his brake. He stops his vehicle. There's traffic behind me.
stopped his vehicle.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Are
What
you
parkway
kidding
are you
me?
on?
I'm like just about to. Wait. Where was I? This was
You're in the city. You're on the city streets.
no. I'm not in the city yet. I'm like on the southern state.
Oh.
He
Southern
stopped
State.
his
This guy
truck?
thinks it's okay to stop traffic in a lane of the southern state.
I was like, that's it. I'm done.
so
I'm
what'd
done.
you do?
So what I do, I start slowing up. So he stopped completely, but then he started driving, right? So I'm driving, but I'm driving really slow behind. I'm like, is this guy out of his freaking mind? This car's going
He
around
is.
us. And then he pulls over to the right lane. I think he wanted me to get out of my car and fight him. But like I would have had to pull over in the middle lane. There was the guardrail there. So I was like really confused.
Yo.
So I passed by. I'm like, What's wrong with you, man?
I would have been like,
He's like, I gotta, he's screaming things.
flailing his arms.
Is he out of the car?
You have a great day, sir.
Is he out of the
goodbye.
truck?
How we doing? No. I mean,
How we
so
doing?
He stopped in his vehicle
stopped in
doing
his
this.
vehicle. Yeah. And then actually, he stayed there for like at least 3 seconds after I pulled off.
So that guy's got a lot of baggage. He's
I mean,
all
he's
messed
having
up.
a bad
he's
day.
for the toots, bro.
He's very fatigued, so I wanted to share that with you.
That's
Wow.
Road rage. On
good of you to
on
just keep
Thursday.
chugging along and not buy into his bad energy.
I would have got to work a little bit later. And it would
Yeah.
have been good.
Not,
so
not worth that, man.
Oh boy, man. People are nuts.
not very how
Just
we
let
doing.
him have it. All right. See ya. So far.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
those are the guys though. If I did pull over, all right, I would have gave it to him. And they were like,
Yeah, the overcompensating.
Yeah. you know, that's how that goes. But
Yeah, until you open your door and get out, they're all big and tough, and then
yeah,
And they think they
And they
run
get
the
back
road.
in.
They run the road because they got a big truck.
my big truck. That's why he was probably pissed off. He was like, "This little freaking car gets in front of me.
Yeah,
This little
it's
Jeep.
It's
What
an
are you
ego.
doing, buddy?"
They let the ego get to them on the road, and it's like, bro, you don't even know how to drive that thing. You're just throwing it at me.
Yeah.
Like I'll zoom, 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 zoom right around you. I'll beat you, bro.
That's why,
Yeah.
man. You should get, like, everyone should have a dash cam.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I
get
really want to
these-
get one.
Get these mother truckers.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good
why
to
our
have.
insurance rates are so high.
Yeah.
I know.
Thanks.
You're telling me, brother.
It's bull malarkey.
This is right here.
Everything this guy just said is malarkey.
How was your week? We got 2 Jameses on the pod.
yeah, but he's breezy.
We're the minority.
True. Nobody. It's his name's Breeze.
I know.
Breezy.
I
Breeze
thought we
and
went over
John.
this.
All right.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
He's a little
How was
late
your
to the
week
show.
today? How was your week today?
I had a how we doing week. I
You
have
did?
to say,
Wow, how we
you know,
doing week?
hold the door for somebody.
Love that.
Make somebody smile. Yeah, man. It's been a
How
we
could you
doing
not
week.
smile looking at this kid?
I was
Did
gonna
you not
say,
smile?
you just want to smile at this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you guys
It makes me smile.
really make me feel so comfortable here.
Probably not comfortable at all.
No, it was a relaxing week.
It's good.
Yeah, some R&R. Went to the beach with you.
Yes, we
had a
tried.
nice beach
Action. I
day.
like that. I like that. I want to join.
We went to the beach. It was nice.
You want to tell everybody our little situation
So,
at the beach?
I bought the permit to take my car onto the beach. And I said to Breeze, I was like, I just don't want to go by myself, just in case I get stuck or whatever. Breeze was like, I'll go. He's like, if we go, like nothing's gonna happen. I was like, once he said that, I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
my,
right.
my presence is enough to get
Yeah,
us
you
on the
got.
beach.
Yeah, I
Nah.
was like, you know what?
No, we
We'll
thought wrong.
push whatever we got to do if we get stuck.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the entrance, and park ranger's right there. I'm like, oh boy. Pulls me over to the side. He's like, you got your permit, sir? I was like, yeah, here you go. And then he's like, can we see your 4x4 contradiction or whatever he said? And I was like, what do you need to see? And he's like, your equipment. I was like, oh, okay. I pop the trunk. We go to the back. And he's like asking me for these things, these names of things. I don't even know what they are. And I thought I had everything. He's like, you got a jackboard.
He had a whole checklist.
I felt so stupid.
of
I was like,
information.
to like 2 or 3 of the things he said. I was like, what's that?
Was one of them like a towel? Like maybe you had that on you?
No sunscreen, none of that. No, it
No,
wasn't
they
like
weren't checking for
sunglasses.
that.
You
no.
need like a fishing pole. You need, I keep forgetting.
You
the names
need
of
a
these
fishing pole if you don't have a
because
fishing pole.
it's like rooted from a fishing license, so it's like whatever. It's stupid, but whatever. I needed tire straps, toe straps, and all this. He's like, I can't let you on today. I was like, all right. So he told me he was like, you could tell this guy was like an Eagle Scout, bro. Right?
No, he was
like that guy.
He was a rule stickler there. He had the whole book with him.
Yeah. So then we just went to Robert Moses, but it was nice. We sat in the sun a little bit.
You should have told him, well, I'm sorry, sir. Now you're not allowed on the beach.
I'm just gonna walk my sorry ass past you. I'll leave my car right here. But we got 2 margaritas at the beach. Guess how much they were?
I'm going to guess that they were both $20 each.
You're pretty close.
Pretty
yeah.
close. It was $18.
$18 plus tax.
And it
You
was
kidding
like
me?
it was like the height of your mug. It was a very small drink.
Oh, you see, that's
But you know what drink was really good?
What drink? Oh, yeah,
You wanna-
Breeze made a
Mm.
freaking tight smoothie, dude.
Mm.
You
You
smoothied it?
definitely took the belt. You definitely took the belt from the first time I did. It was pretty good. That was friggin'
I can make a mean
Mm.
smoothie. You want
Yeah.
a fruit smoothie? Come on by.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on by.
Nick's
Yeah, trash me while you're at
yours
it.
weren't that good. How'd you know I was gonna trash you?
Cause I know you.
Well, yeah, it was coming.
You know, it must be in
The
the name.
smoothies weren't that. It's okay. Not great.
Not great.
I've
well.
made great smoothies.
Not one that
before.
I've had.
You don't like anything.
You don't like me.
Here we
No,
go.
no, you don't like anything.
There it
It's
is.
not true.
Here we go.
You're the pickiest son of a gun ever.
No, because you
You
make
are.
smoothies.
You're
This has
good.
nothing to do with my
Make
smoothies.
smoothies
Yes,
great
it
again.
does.
Yeah,
Make-
say something.
Make
Your
smoothies
smoothies suck.
great
See?
again.
Nothing this man just said is true.
We know this. is
Nothing
what-
he said is true.
Yeah.
Bunch of malarkey.
This is all malarkey. And come on. I'm sorry. My week was it was good. I made the best
This
of
kid
it.
just
James,
talks
don't blink.
like
I still had more stuff in my
it's
week, but it's
insane.
okay. You go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No. You finish.
No, I was just
You're
gonna
capping.
say we had a nice we had a nice beach day. No. Then
James, you're right.
Chris came out of work and we had a nice
James still
What
has
do we
a
do?
blink.
dip in the pool.
Oh yeah, then we
That's
went in the
amazing.
pool. It was very nice.
Yeah, man.
In the
It
pool,
was a
got
nice
some
day.
food,
It was a nice
chilled
day off.
outside. Nice.
That sounds like a nice summer day.
It was a great summer day.
It's good, man.
It was.
It was nice to come home
man.
and go in a pool after work.
Especially for you.
Yeah, surrounded by pools. People ask me about their pools, this and that all day. How about me?
I take a dip in the pool.
Nobody thinks about the guy that sells them.
Yeah, nobody ever invites me over.
Oh,
to their
thanks
pool.
for helping me with the liner. Would you like to take a dip one time?
That's what I would do if I was buying a line.
Yeah.
I'd be
when-
like, come on in.
Hey, Chris. Oh, it's Chris. Yeah, you saw me at the pool.
Hey guys.
Making my pool rounds.
Everybody say hi
I
to
got you guys
Chris.
the liner.
He's the reason we're in the water today.
Imagine you just traveling through the neighborhood, going to each house that you sold the
Yeah,
pool
just
to.
like with a towel. Hey guys.
It's a luxury tax.
You
Yeah.
show up to the next house wet because you were in the pool at the other place.
Hey, I'm just out testing people's liners today.
You're like the quality
Part
control
of the-
man
it's
for
part
the
of the
pool
service.
company.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, but I had a tough week. Honestly, it was very challenging, energy wise. I was beat. I think you get to know yourself and how you operate, how you get through things, and I do burn out. I think because I just go, and then I burn out, and I burnt out this week. I think.
Wow. Oh, well, I'm happy that you made it to the How We Doing pod.
Oh, I'm here,
For the man. Thank you for showing.
showing what.
Showing up.
Well, you know
Oh,
you know the best thing about bad weeks is there's
What?
always next week.
It's always next
Wow.
week.
See, that's that How We Doing energy.
That's it.
Chrissy's
Thank
been embodying the culture, man. I just been looking at him and just like, wow, dude.
Love.
You're just you're impressing me
Love.
every day, man.
That's what I try and do for the people. You know what
You're-
I'm saying?
If there's
Yeah.
one thing you could
Tubular.
do to like really, really make an impact on someone, what would it be?
Make it good, man.
So-
Stop talking like that, please. I can't.
That's
That's
a
wrong, dude.
really broad question.
Yeah, because I kind of was just like, I'm gonna ask a question right now, and then I just kind of came up with it off the bat. Right?
Oh, so you came up with a bad question?
You're really good with
That's-
that stuff.
How
I
about,
might
how about this
actually
question?
have to mute you. What's your question?
Breezy's
Wait,
got
what?
a question.
I'm just saying. Well, you
Go
had a bad week, a rough week.
Rough week.
Like, how would you turn that person's week around?
Like me, like if I knew someone had the week I had, you saying?
If
or-
somebody's having a rough week, how do you
How could
How
you
do you
make
go
a
about that?
huge impact?
how can you make an
mean,
impact?
I immediately just try to think of like how to make the person smile. Depending on who it is in your relationship with the person, you know, it could just be something stupid or just because that goes a long way, even if you don't realize it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
being there for someone if they need to talk. You know, what's going on? Like, you know, even getting aggressive about it. What's wrong, man? Come on,
Shake
spit
'em.
it out. No, I'm kidding.
Shake
But like,
'em
you
a
know,
little
just like reinforcing, like, hey, you can talk to me. You know,
Yeah.
you got to talk about something. Something on your chest. Get it out.
yeah.
I'm all about. You know what I realize, and this is actually the case for like even people that are like, and that's like my version of somebody that's a grumpy person, a miserable, as we say.
Yes.
But I just get pleasure out of helping people. I
Me
do.
too.
I was walking to get my car. I see this guy on the floor, filthy.
Mm.
Filthy. And I look at him. We caught eyes, just perfect timing. As I was about to turn my head, he goes, "Huh." And he just put his arms out to me. I was like, my heart sank. I'm like,
Whoa.
this guy just put his arms out. Didn't even say anything. Just put his arms out. So there's a deli across the street. Went ahead, grabbed some food, got him a big water bottle, and he was very grateful. And then I prayed over him. I was there. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, mind if we pray?" He was like, "I need that."
Wow,
Goes a long way, man.
Wow.
Goes a long way.
Such a profound
Yeah,
brother
absolutely.
we have, man. It's
So we do what we can, though. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even trying to mention it on the pod, like so
Yeah.
people know. It's like because I don't believe in like when people go ahead and they make the videos and they show that like what they're doing.
yeah, like don't
bro,
even do that.
You just get rid of the camera and just do the good deed, But we are running a podcast here that's based around being the light and being support for where there is none. So I gotta say it.
Yeah, I was walking into Target and I saw this guy that I've seen walking outside of Target before, and he's like, just not. He's clearly going through it. He's not well. Yeah, like his legs were like red and just like
Oh, yeah, that's
sitting on the
good.
bench, just like looking down. I was looking at him. I was like, I felt compelled to help him, and I was like, okay, like if he's outside when I leave, like I'll give him some cash or something.
Yeah,
But then he wasn't there when I left, and I was like, damn, I should have just approached him then and there. Shouldn't have waited.
look, you do what you can, and if you miss some, get the next time.
Yeah, double down.
Double down,
Yeah,
double down.
I mean, it's more than like what most people do. Most people
Oh,
don't
Some
even.
people don't even look. You know.
They don't even look. And
It's a shame.
it's not right.
They
At least
exist.
acknowledge them.
People
you know?
exist. Everyone.
Just
Everyone.
because they're
Yeah, they're in a tough.
they're
spot,
living.
man.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot. Their life is different than yours, but
And-
everybody's been in a tough spot in their life. Maybe not to that degree, but you gotta consider the things that could
Yeah,
happen.
there's
to
always the
people.
battles, and you could always use help from thy neighbor.
Yeah, and that is a perfect because I was actually gonna say, everybody holds value. Even the person that is not actually doing something for you provides value. Whether it's a lesson, whether you're learning something about how to help somebody through something, it's just a full circle.
Yeah, a good way to look at that is like there's opportunity in everything,
Yeah,
or it's just a good mindset to have. Like look at everything as an opportunity. So then, whether it's helping someone, knowing like that's a person too. Like they have value, they have family. Like
yeah. It's another living being. It's a reflection of yourself in different skin.
It's so true. That's so deep too.
I like getting deep.
Yeah, and that all just
Super.
reflects like your own intentions too.
Yeah,
Like it's what your intention is. You're helping somebody, not because they may be of service for you one day, but just because they have value too, and that's because you see that value in them.
appreciate
comes
you.
from
repping
like humility, not to
Yeah.
not to beat a dead horse, because I know we talk about it a lot.
It's
but
one of our principles,
'cause
brother.
It's big. You said like not doing it because he might bring a service later on, or she might bring a service later on, just because we're all human. We all have a spirit and a soul. Like,
Yeah.
let me help that person. They're going through a rough time. It's not about me or you. It's just it's what we're here to do.
And what we don't realize is that, on another level, we're admitting light that we have to them. And then that strengthens a light within us to be surrounded by positivity. It's a very powerful, profound thing that people don't even think about. Because there is things, sorry, describing this wrong. That when we refer to the light, that's like a vibration. Light
Yeah.
literally just is a vibration. We might not see light coming out of us, but we're delivering a certain positive energy to someone. And when you do that, that strengthens something within you, and that makes people look at you differently, people that know you and don't know you.
Yeah, the power in numbers, baby.
That's it.
Let's win this thing.
Yeah.
Let's win this thing.
It's gonna be huge. So I wanted to ask everybody, like, what do we do about our passion?
You feed it.
Yeah, true, but give me more on that. It's like because a lot of people leave their passion behind. They get older, they get in this life throws you curveballs. You get knocked out maybe by a few. Next thing you know, you're trying to get up to bat again. You forgot exactly what your passion was.
Yeah, I think passion gives you life. Like
Yeah.
without,
Yeah, that's
You got to
powerful.
let it drive you, and
yeah,
you can't
because
lose it.
if you let it like, excuse me,
See?
if you let it Shut your mouth.
In a matter of a
Shut-
tenth of a
shut-
second,
shut your
he's
mouth.
ready to
Don't
enlist
shut your
rage
mouth.
on
Shut
me.
your
Come on,
Yeah,
don't get so
shush, come on.
passionate about this.
All
Let's
right.
let Chris
Pun
focus.
intended. Go.
No, but for real, if you let that go, then like, what's the? If you're not living for what you really want and your passion, then there's no,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no.
like-
I don't want to say there's no point to it, but like, you got to keep that present in the front of your mind because otherwise your life is going to be miserable. You have to do things that you enjoy.
yeah, if you let your passion die, that part of you dies with it.
Yeah, obviously there's certain scenarios where maybe you can't do something that you like because of a health situation or stuff just happens.
Circumstance, yeah.
Yeah, circumstances.
There's always something you could do though around it or with it.
Sure, but either way, like you definitely should keep it at the forefront.
What's
Right.
some of our passions?
Let Breezy. Tap into
Yeah,
that, brother.
Breezy, why don't you give us some passion?
Well, first, I think passion can also correlate to purpose. I think when you talk about passion, you talk about purpose. Like what are you most passionate about is what your purpose is in life. So
Most likely, yeah.
most likely that's where you're gonna find your purpose.
Yeah.
So if you're not fulfilling your purpose, you're really not following your passion, and that could be with so many different aspects in life. So I think if you can break it down to just the simple scale, what are you most passionate about? Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it could be music for some. I know for all of us,
Yeah.
music is one of those passions. What's the purpose behind that? Why is music so important?
Yeah.
It brings people together. It creates a space where there's equal opportunity and shared experiences and love and connection.
Yeah.
So right
man.
there, you get that deep purpose in your passion. So when you follow your passion, you're almost kind of following the right way of living. Your purpose in life.
Wow.
It's like he's playing guitar,
Wow.
Chris, right? It's just like I could just listen.
He's playing notes.
I could listen to
I'm
him
going
all day.
I'm going
It's just-
too deep.
You're,
on it.
you're firing us up, man.
For
Listen,
real. No,
when
that's
you got the right
that's my
people
thing.
on pod, it goes deep, and you bring up that's a powerful point. That's wisdom right there.
Yeah, you're
Purpose.
wise.
Yeah.
You are very wise.
You just
one.
let him go all night, man. I'll just be serenaded. Is that
No,
the
but you're
word?
right. I mean, just narrow it down to that. Like
Yeah.
what is it that is your passion? That's your purpose, and how
Mhm.
do you feed that purpose?
That's what always annoys me. Like when you're like talking to someone, like, "Oh, like what do you like to do?" or like, "What do you do?" and they're like, I'm just, like or like kind of like what you said. Like in Italy, they ask you, "What do you do?" You say like what you like to do, not what you do for a living, like we do
Yeah.
here, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that we say that here, and we should be doing what they do.
I
over
mean,
there.
like you meet somebody, it's like one of the first few things you're talking about, right?
Hey, what do you do?
What do you do for a living? What do you
Yeah.
make?
What do you do?
it's-
That's how people decide who they hang out with, who they
Mhm.
associate with themselves with.
Yeah, but that would be that would be a cooler way to do it. But I get frustrated like for the person when they're like in a subtopic of like music, like, oh, what kind of music do you like? Oh, no, man, well, I listen to whatever. Like, I guess I'm biased because I'm a musician and I'm all about the music, so I'm like, you gotta like something. It's like you should have some passion there. I feel like but in like the broad spectrum, like you gotta have some type of passion in your life, like. Otherwise, what
Yeah.
are we doing here?
Yeah,
You need
whatever
help?
it is.
What do we need?
But unfortunately, I mean, a lot of people don't.
They lose
with
it.
their
I don't
passion.
think they. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not like they don't
they're,
have it.
They're
They
not
lose it.
focused on it. You know,
Yeah.
they're focused on other things. And I mean, granted, it's easier said than done, right?
So how do
But-
we give like a drive home of how to make that a
Well,
priority and chase it or make
Pur-
time for it?
purpose and passion go hand in hand. Could definitely start off right there.
Passion is
Yeah,
If you're not doing something you're passionate about, then something's wrong. Like if you're in
Yeah.
a job is very relatable to everybody. If you're in a job that's not fulfilling to you, not fulfilling to your purpose, and is not bringing you satisfaction,
it's not
then
good
maybe
for
it's
you.
time to change that job. Maybe you chose
Yeah.
that job for different reasons. Maybe you chose it because it would bring you money or success or something,
Yeah.
a good life that you thought you wanted, but it turns out it's not
Yeah,
fulfilling.
and experience is experience. Like you get that. You don't ever lose that. So whatever it is that you gain experience in, you can take that in any aspect in life.
Take that
So
with
it's
you, man.
just Keep building.
Slap it on your forehead.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah.
Keep
Wow.
slap him on the butt and tell him keep going.
Keep on going.
Profound.
Should make
Chrissy
a bumper sticker right
in
there.
the
Should.
building.
Slap him on the butt.
I think that was perfect to drive home on
So
that.
keep
for
going.
sure, that was really good.
Abso.
Abso umbo.
Abso umbo. Yeah, I could share a little bit more because, like, right out of passion, I start to think about like the struggle that I've had to go through, and we all have struggles. We all have that journey that we go through in our lives. Some things, many things that we go through seem unbearable at times.
Yeah.
But you won't get to your passion, and you won't follow your purpose if you decide to give in. You can't give in to the enemy. You need
Yeah,
to persevere.
You got to kind of do the opposite, because going through something tough, looking at your passion, like I look at it, for me, it's pretty easy. Like, just playing music, it's that escape. It's it's a release, So instead of giving in and feeling bad for yourself or why or whatever, just go do what you like to do. Obviously, it's easier said than done, and that'll, you'll persevere on through.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll get you through it.
like I'll just give a
Right.
nice example. Unless Chris, or
I was just gonna say,
go
like,
for it.
if never mind.
No,
No, just swing it on
yeah,
over to
swing it on.
Breezy.
All right, Breezy, you got anything? I'll just. All right,
I'd like to hear what you have.
So we've been working at How We Doing Pod, all right, for a little over a year, because you think about the development of just
we're
the
going
thought
on,
process.
going
and
on
everything,
too.
right? So there's that piece, but before the How We Doing Pod, there was many. I guess I could say on a personal level, there was a lot of different business ventures that I got myself involved in. I mean, and before that, I was battling like this type of like mental fuzzy place, I'll call it, for lack of a better way of putting it, of like being accepted by society because of my dyslexia. So it's like went from that to then the struggle, like I want to become successful, to like where we are right now, another level of success, all on different levels, very important to the journey and the struggle, because all that stuff didn't kill me. It made me stronger. I mean, maybe cliche, but
Amen.
so perfectly put. It's like you need to go through the struggle in order to get to that end place. And sometimes you feel close, sometimes you feel really far. Many times, more than often than not, you feel really far. And I could just say, like, aggressively, we're talking about sleepless hours, different types of jobs, working in like working 30 different jobs or so for at least 7 different industries. I mean, I've done it all. And everybody could say that one line, that they've done it all, if they're giving valiant effort towards what they believe their purpose is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just trying to point out the struggle that I had to go through to reach my passion, and I'm not even there yet.
Mhm.
It's always in
Yeah,
happening.
Yeah, it's an everlasting journey, like throughout your life.
Yeah.
It should, or at least it should be.
You
Yeah.
got to make it that way. Yeah.
So, fight past all pain to get to the place you got to be, your passion.
That's it. Pop a couple Xannies, you'll be all right. I'm just kidding.
What the?
It's a good way to wrap that one up.
We
All
don't
right,
condone any
well.
types of drugs.
I said I'm just kidding.
I wanted to piggyback on that, but it escaped my mind a little bit. But let me just think for a second here. You said passion, and then
I think you really put it, like, you took
I
it
think
home
you
with
said
that.
It all, yeah.
I mean,
I'll
I agree, like that. Yeah, like everyone experiences so many different things. I didn't know you had dyslexia. That's,
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did not know that until
Oh,
right
sorry.
now. So
He
that's
carries
that's
himself
new information.
pretty well, this guy.
but that's the thing right there. Like you don't know what someone else is carrying,
That's true.
Yeah, what
and
kind of
I
pain they go through.
can't just assume things I don't know. So
That
you know,
kind of
walking through life with just that understanding that everyone's going through something, everyone has been through something different than you, kind of gives you that grace there and extends that to other people.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
makes you-
Perfect.
it
Beautifully said.
makes you have that perspective of the whole, of everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like
not
one-
everybody sees the same thing that you do,
Right.
That's
and
like
everyone's definition of success is different.
True.
Yeah, that's another powerful point.
That's like an awakening I had at I don't know when it was in my life, but when you start to realize that, I don't know, I got to a certain age and I was just like, wow, everybody's always going through. It's just kind of inevitable. Like, it doesn't go away. It's just there, and you have to deal with it. And then, like, being self-centered around yourself, like, okay, I got to figure out how I deal with it. But then going and interacting with other people and being part of society and being a good friend, part of your family is like, now I need to be aware that everyone is dealing with this, right? So now you can be, I think that's where, like, a lot of people say I am very patient and I'm very, like, laid back. And I think it's very deeply rooted in that because I've always, like, since that, like, awakening, I guess you could say, like, I'm very understanding that this person's going through something. Like, people will bring, we've talked about this before, like, they're taking stuff out on you, and it's like, it has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
If you weren't there, they'd be doing it. If there was no humans, they'd be taking it out on a tree, It's
Yeah.
just that you're the punching bag.
For that moment.
Obviously you stand up for yourself in situations, but you could throw it on its head and be like, what's wrong?
Yeah. They say
know?
you want to pull a powerful move. When somebody's yelling at you, you want them to stop yelling at you. Take one step forward and say, "Having a bad day."
That might make them more mad.
It
That's
might
like
make them more
saying,
mad, but
"Are you
it's
mad?"
also you're also you're standing your ground.
Like
and
saying
you're
you're concerned.
You're
yeah.
not like looking at them and trying to be tweaky about it. You're just like actually being genuine in that moment. I mean, if you're going to go
Yeah,
ahead and
yeah.
step forward and kind of be like, "Have a bad day," yeah, you might get punched in the face, but
You want some of this?
No, you say it genuinely, like caring, like having a bad day. You having a
Yeah,
bad
like,
day?
hey, you
Yeah.
all right? What's wrong?
I wouldn't
man?
get too close when you say it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Maybe
make sure
not
that
take a
step,
step
the
forward.
step forward is
It's a
is
50-50
intimidating.
chance you're taking, but I get it's going in that right direction, that you're not gonna go back at that person and give into that energy. You're going to step above that and try to
Yeah, don't feed their energy.
Yeah.
You gotta protect your peace, right?
take
Diffuse.
your piece. Yeah, and you go ahead and you start yelling. You're opening up the door to darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But I mean, do we have anything else to say on this? Because maybe we could lighten the mood a little bit.
Yeah, lighten it up.
Let's give him
Lighten
some
it up.
happy shit.
Light it up.
All right, so I realized something.
What'd
Okay,
you
I
realize?
just realized it. I stopped by the boys' house. We're here to do a podcast. Came here yesterday. All right, happy to be here. Thank you. High fives all around. Everybody, give me some high fives. Did you just backhand me?
I did a backhand.
Is that like shaking with the left hand? You're
No.
trying to disrespect
No,
me.
I did the backhand front hand. That's cooler.
Oh, all right, that
You guys
is
are
cool.
playing
You know
patty
what?
cake on my podcast.
I like you a lot. That could be a new handshake.
See
or
that,
something.
Breeze? They didn't
Yeah,
pick
that's
up
cool.
on
I'm looking
Pepper.
down and I'm trying to read this and I realize my name's
Breeze.
that. I
And-
noticed that last night. I was like, Breeze on the podcast tomorrow.
no,
bingo.
no, I'm looking. No,
That's
I'm looking
exactly.
on his-
I know,
That's
know.
exactly
Thing.
what he did. He was like,
It's perfect. For all you listening right now, James has a vaporizer electronic
Yeah.
device.
Beats
Yes,
it shit.
I also shoot people with it. With love.
Sure.
I don't
Light
endorse
comes out of
that.
it. What?
What do you mean
Yeah,
you don't
maybe-
shoot people? with
I don't
it?
endorse it either. I'm just.
You have a taser?
This is my bad habits right now.
Looks
Everybody
like
should have a
taser.
taser.
Yeah, not just.
Sheila
me.
has pepper spray.
I know.
On
I
our
was.
keychains.
Didn't I say to James? I was like, oh no, I said it to you. I think right. You were at the house
Pepper
late.
spray.
I was like, should I try this?
I'm afraid of pepper spray. What was that movie when you got sprayed in the face?
Oh, that's
You know it.
yeah.
Huh? The movie where you got sprayed with
He
pepper
sprayed
spray?
himself in the face.
Shit, I don't know. I can't think of it.
Jet man.
See, if I should,
Paul
I should-
Blart?
I should know.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
peanut butter and jelly. What's going on, man?
Did he spray himself with pepper spray?
I don't know, but I think
No.
everyone should have a taser. Level the playing field.
You know what? All right. So
you want to
this
mess with
actually-
me? All right, let's have a duel. Go in the parking lot. Completely legal.
this
Pepper
act-
spray can be dangerous.
It's
though.
legal to tase? Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
If you do that and then you touch something and you touch yourself, you
No,
could be
pepper spray
inflicting
is
your own
good
harm.
for
Yeah.
like women. They to protect themselves from big
Here-
crazy people.
Here's the thing: if you're within like 2 foot radius of them, your eyes will start to get a little messed up too. Anybody that's close to that spray,
Oh,
That's
right.
it.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
maybe
saying.
a
It's
little bit more
dangerous. Right,
toxic
yeah,
than it
it-
should be.
Yeah, but if you get them in the eyes, they get the worst of it.
oh, 100%.
I would do a couple
Who
practice
thought of
rounds.
that,
I would
dude?
do. I would be trained on that
pepper
first.
spray. I don't know, but I got a.
But wait, do we think tasers all around is a good idea or
No.
not?
No.
Nobody should have the power
You
of
get a
electricity in their
taser.
hands.
You get a taser. Dan, you get a taser.
I get one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. all right, go ahead. I
Okay,
guess-
yeah, no. So I realized something. I came, stopped by, looked, and I noticed that the light was on, but it wasn't like the light in the living room. It was the light going upstairs.
Yeah.
That's smart because it lets people know, like, hey,
Yeah, it's been off.
If
And
you're
I
trying-
turned it back on
if
because
you-
I don't like walking into the house and it's dark.
yeah, if you're trying to be an intruder, just know
Somebody's home.
somebody's home.
And we got a big dog.
And then I
Big
thought,
old dog.
I'm like,
Big dog.
in places in like, I guess maybe anywhere, but like mostly suburban areas, that's like saying, "Don't f- with me. I got my light on."
Light is defense. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
a light.
Mom used to yell at us if we left the house and look, he leaves no lights on. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Leave the lights on.
you gotta leave the lights on. You gotta make believe somebody's home.
But if there's
Yeah,
no
we're
cars
home
in the
alone over here.
driveway,
You never know.
Maybe we have a
but
kid.
everyone knows that the lights on means nobody's really home.
Nobody. Well,
It's
Doesn't it catch on after a while?
that's
People
something
just
you gotta
forget
hope
about
that,
the lights.
that the
It's,
burglars aren't on.
Like you see a timer
reverse
connected to
psychology.
the.
It's reverse
They
psychology.
don't
lamp.
have access to public knowledge like we do. They're just burglars.
Like everybody
Gotta
on our
pull a Home
block
Alone.
can tell when you're home, but unless you're stalking our house, you don't know what's going
What if
on.
it's an inside job?
I mean, I would break into a dark house. I wouldn't break into a house with lights.
I'd break into a house I'm familiar with. That's
You
just
know what's
Oh,
you know
no.
what's
Shit.
you know what's got to be crazy.
breaking
I wouldn't break
I
into
heard
any
I heard a
house.
story one time that somebody broke into somebody's house and they lived inside of their walls for like a year.
That's gotta
No
be
way.
crazy.
Yeah. They found them like inside of their walls with like a bunch of food and blah 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 and like
What? You live in a
How
wall.
big was this wall?
How does that
The
interaction
inside.
go?
Was there
they
a toilet in
they
the
were
wall?
doing everything. They were going. They had a whole system mapped out throughout the house.
They were-
What do you? Where do you get that from?
You said they're
What?
doing everything. They're living there. They're pooping. They're eating. That's what you made it sound
It's
like.
one person.
In a wall.
Oh, I thought it was like. All right, sorry.
I
You said they're
just
doing
don't-
everything. I mean, come on, bro.
I don't understand how they're getting in and out of this wall and how people
I
don't
don't
hear
know.
noises.
I don't know.
The
He was-
pantry right in the back. Just
Maybe,
whoop.
maybe it
was
was
good.
maybe it was a deaf person's house.
Woman finds her
Maybe. Or blind.
ex-boyfriend
Very
living
possible.
in her attic. That's interesting, Dan.
Ex-boyfriend living in her attic?
No, man, living in her closet.
I know these are a
wearing
bunch of
clothes.
different stories.
That is
No.
Ah,
Find
that's
the one.
a
With,
freak.
find the one that was living in the walls.
is this creepy? Yes, it
What's
is.
a
living
cupboard?
in his cupboard?
A cupboard is like the pantry and stuff.
Why is it spelled cupboard, bro?
That's how you spell it.
That's not
It's the
cupboard.
cupboard.
Tell me that pronunciation makes sense. That makes no sense. That's why people come here and say English is the hardest language
You
to learn.
probably
Because
would
that's
put a
just
cup
stupid.
in a
I've been speaking English my
board.
whole life. I just read that cupboard.
You didn't talk to you were like 6.
Am I stupid or are they stupid? Stick it to the man, bro.
No comment.
well.
Okay.
Rule of thumb: keep your lights on. It's the
And knock on your walls every once in a while. Make sure you.
just check your walls. Not for rats, apparently.
Yeah.
People.
Didn't mean to
Um,
scare anybody, but you never know.
I'm gonna check my walls. as soon as I get home.
Yeah, it's kind of like a defense though. The lights on.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the
I
suburban
think about
way.
Home Alone. No, 'cause I'm like they're
Just take the next
sneaky
level.
bandits, baby.
Now, to go with that, like, would you
Would
call
I-
the police or would you try to fight these guys and set booby traps?
I'd have some fun with it. If I calmly found out there was someone there, I'd be like, okay,
These guys are armed and dangerous.
okay. No, I'm calling my militia because we have our own private militia. So don't mess with us,
Who do you know?
and we'll just light it up.
I mean, look.
What do you mean? What are you guys talking about? You ever see the video of Joey Diaz? He said, "Give me 3 bad, and we'll take over a country in a night." That's us.
Yeah, the
Alright.
A team.
Yeah.
That's all we
Bingo,
need.
bango.
We're
Listen,
talking
I'm
about we're talking about somebody being in the walls.
No, I'm talking about somebody breaking into your home.
Oh,
Is it fight or flight here?
oh, it's
Oh.
fight, brother.
Or
I think it depends because, if it was my house, it's gonna be like filled with like press a button type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Soprano, you got
Yeah.
the AK
Tony
in the
Stark.
pantry.
I'm gonna go ahead and lock the doors when they come in. Type
If
of
your
thing.
house is on fire, what are 3 things you're grabbing?
You're gonna hold on. I'm sorry. You're gonna lock the doors like in a box. Still, now you
Yeah, but
can't leave.
now you can't
Look,
leave.
now you can't leave.
That's that's the best.
What
thing.
was
is
your question,
badass.
Chris?
Go ahead.
3 things in a fire you could grab real quick.
Oh no! I get anxiety from this question.
I'm grabbing my dog. Bailey's, that's the first thing.
I get anxiety from this question, and Breeze knows why. We have an addiction; it's bad, and I would just be
you
devastated.
can only pick
overall.
3.
No,
I'm just going
I'm
phone,
li-
wallet, keys. That's
I'm
my comfort.
saving
What are you doing?
everything.
Phone, wallet, keys, and I'm out.
Phone walkies,
Like,
that's
it's like
it.
I'm going out
You're
to the
leaving
store.
everything else behind.
Leaving it behind. I'm gonna go to buy some more stuff.
The problem is we have a
I
full-fledged
don't know.
studio down
Look,
here. bro.
nothing material is important at that point.
Right.
If it's a person or a pet, yes, I will.
I
make
think
sure.
I'm honestly only
But
going after Bailey.
I
That's it.
I really.
And I'm getting out.
There's nothing I need to
Yeah,
risk my life
I just
for
hate
in a
talking
fire.
about this, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably just take my phone, wallet, the keys.
How you
Fuck
gonna
the
get
keys.
away?
The place is burned down anyway.
Yeah, I'm just like phone ready. Phone Phone, wallet.
I
make
would-
sure my people are out. That's it.
You could take one more thing though.
One more. I
But
could.
but
Pe-
it's
my
a
people.
no-brainer
Or
that
you're talking about material.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
people we
Done.
are, obviously, everyone's getting out. If we got to be Superman, we'll be Superman. I'm past that fact. It's the fact that I'm losing my Strat, my SG, my PRS,
Go
and
grab
everything
'em.
else in
Go
between.
grab
I
'em,
would
man.
literally
See Nico
I would
run out
be
with a bunch
shocked.
of guitars.
Well, Chris.
no. Every
Chris is
time
only
I've
taking the
pictured
dog, so
like
he
a
has
house
2
fire,
more
I'm
things
literally
to take.
outside with.
I
my
could take one
guitars.
more thing because I have the dog in one hand.
That's true.
You better be quick though, because I gotta get Bailey out of here.
You got to take me. I'm a material. I'm gonna be asleep.
If I have to take you, we're both in trouble.
I'm gonna be asleep.
If you're asleep, then
I'm a heavy sleeper.
there's
Oh man.
good luck. Good luck.
We'll get out of that. Dan, what's one thing you would save
Definitely the dog.
besides the dog?
Um,
What do you cherish most?
I got money stashed everywhere, so
Yeah. He's
What's
one
your
of them.
address?
Everywhere. You gotta pick one spot though.
AKA
coming to
the
check your
mattress.
Leave a light on tonight.
all right, grab a big.
Leave a light on tonight. That was quick. Yeah, when you were running down the street with Luna, that was the cutest thing I seen today.
And I was like, we can't let Nick wait any longer.
She's a cute pup.
Come on, Luna.
She lays
What-
on her
what kind of
back
dog
just
is
like
Luna?
Bailey.
Pity.
Oh,
Pitbull. Yeah, she's a big one.
okay. I'm
Pity
not.
baby.
I'm not coming by.
She's
I
cute
Take that
though.
back.
She lays on her back like
You
Bailey.
can close your lights,
though.
shut your lights, whatever. Come on.
So money, keys, yeah, for the car. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah.
That's it. You got an offshore bank account. You're good.
Keep it
Oh,
simple.
I'm taking my katana too.
What's that? Oh, the
Katana.
sword you have?
That has to come.
We should have a sword in the back.
We should probably.
You
grab
could fight fire with that.
We should probably grab the judge bobblehead.
Yeah, I would be hauling. I would
Pay good money
literally.
for that.
I would open that window and just be throwing out, dude. Everything would be coming with me.
You'd have to get out of the window then, probably.
You would be on the other end. Just we'd be hauling. You would never see me move faster, bro.
I think you'd fit through that
And
window.
it would
in a
be
serious,
immaculate. It would be
situation.
immaculate. Like I have everything rated. Like all the top priorities in the room, all the guitars
we-
and stuff. And then I would just freaking come down here and start throwing.
When we used to not have keys, like we get locked out, we used to climb in through the.
Bro, didn't
basement
Gio
window
climb
here.
through that window once?
Oh yeah, a couple times.
Damn, we should have brought that up when we had him on.
Oh yeah,
Gee,
we
if you're
should've.
listening, think about that for a second. That was funny. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when you had the walls up. Or,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Yeah, well,
the
that,
walls
yeah, you
were
used to
up.
crawl into that little room, which was even worse.
Ah!
But that
Well, there was enough
window,
of Dad's
you
crap
just
to sit on.
used to be able to
Yeah.
just kick it in. Like, it didn't lock.
It still does.
Say that, bro. Go with
It's
it.
secure.
It's secure. You can't get in.
And the
there.
lights
come
are
here,
always
don't
on.
come in.
We have
There's bolts.
life alert. What is it called? 5-section
Slomans.
house Slomans. We got
We got Slomans and 5-star.
and Bailey is
security
ruthless.
lock.
Don't come
Yeah,
here.
and the basement lights are always on.
Got a big ass dog. Stay the out.
We're talking about some. Welcome to it. But yeah, I had to break in a couple of times that way.
Yeah. Alrighty. What else do we have on the agenda here? What are we telling the people?
Nico, you want to run it?
Are you-
Well, don't
are
Do you
Dan's
guys
game
want to
show?
do a little debate
Little mock debate.
in honor of the great presidential debate we just had?
Are we talking politics? Or are we talking?
Eh,
So I was
no,
thinking-
No, that's my own spin.
So I was thinking, all right, Dan made these questions, I guess. So I was thinking you guys will be a VP and a president, and we'll be a VP and a president. Decide amongst ourselves who's president, who's vice president, and we'll debate.
I'm not sure if I like this, but
What do you think?
I'll be your VP.
I don't know
I'm your
about
guy.
this, but I'll go with it.
You're the
I'll
president.
be your VP.
You sure?
I'll be your VP.
No.
Or,
I'm
You
not
sure?
I'm not a president.
you want me to be
Because I'm not
don't
a
know.
president.
Presidente?
I don't
All
know.
right, all right. I was gonna be VP, but I'll do it.
I'm part of the VP club.
You're
Well,
going up
if-
against Nico.
If he's gonna be the president, I think I have to go up against him.
I
You two
think
have to
you
be
might be
This
right.
might be a
Or
little
better
too
vice
much.
president.
Yeah,
we
I'm
go.
Trump. You're Biden, though.
Call me what you want. I'm gonna win this debate. All right,
We'll
buddy.
see. We'll see.
All right, so here you are, Danito Suave here, gonna be your mediator for this
He's
debate.
talking like a freaking schmo. Go ahead.
All
Sorry.
right.
Sounds
So,
better than the
Let
other
him
two.
be.
we
He's
listened
having
to.
fun.
Go ahead.
We're gonna start off with a question for you, Nico, president-elect.
Yeah, call me Mr. President, please.
Former president.
Nico, you once said to combat inflation, we should equally throw out the amount of money that is being printed. Please explain further, and the other side ready your.
I said this like no one ever said it before. My vice president would back me. It's a theory I had. It's on the How We Doing podcast. You should watch it where I said they combat inflation. Because this guy over here The worst president there's been. This
Don't
guy.
point your finger at me.
This
sir.
guy. Your mic's off.
Don't point
your
your
mic's
finger at me,
off.
sir. Oh,
So
really?
thank you.
Oh, really?
But
It's not.
inflation's gone through the roof. I left him with a perfect country. Perfect country. Inflation's through the roof. So instead, ladies and gentlemen, throw out your money at the rate that they are printing it, and we will get back to the perfect America.
Huge amount of money.
Okay.
Huge.
And, Cristo, your rebuttal.
Everything this guy just said is everything he just said is malarkey. I mean,
yeah.
what are you talking about? What are you even saying?
There's a movie about it. It might work.
What?
Something that you can't comprehend.
Dude, everything you just said was complete.
Okay, so how are you going to combat the inflation that you made?
Didn't
sir?
make any sense. I have nothing to do with inflation.
Yeah.
Okay?
You have nothing to do with
I'm
anything.
just here to help the people. I'm a man of the people. That's why they're gonna vote for me. All right? I'll make sure inflation's intact. I'll figure it the fuck out.
I'm not going to vote for you,
Time.
jerk.
Okay. So,
What's
do
next?
the VPs have anything to add to that? No. All right. Perfect. Next question.
Wait.
Cristo.
Edit E.
You guys sending love letters to
Go
each
ahead.
other?
Just go, moderator.
Cristo.
We have no.
Recently,
Talk to me.
there have been debates on reinstating the draft. Now, how should these citizens be chosen, and should it be based off their KD?
Okay. To answer the last point, yes. Definitely based off of their KD. And in that case, I'm not gonna be in there. All right. Gotta appreciate KD. I'm not afraid to admit that. All right. Second of
15
all,
seconds left.
don't talk, please.
Add 5 seconds to the clock.
I think that you should get the best soldiers out there. All right, you got to run a 40 in like 5.4. We got plenty of those guys. Go get them. We need fast on the battlefield, speedy ones.
I'm ready.
President Nico, your rebuttal.
All right, so just completely forget what this guy just said. He's unqualified for the job. All right,
Qualified. You hear this, idiot?
unqualified. Yeah, I said that. What's so funny over there, Mr. Wannabe Vice President? You think this is funny?
Unqualified.
Unqualified. This guy's got ADHD. All right, don't worry about it.
All right.
But my rebuttal on this this very, very controversial draft thing.
What about your butthole?
I have a question for Congress that if we're doing a draft, then are females being drafted? I think we have a bigger, much broader problem in this country where women think they are men and they are not men. And if they do think they are men and want to be men, then they have to be in the draft as well. And that's what I'm going for. Not saying I want them to be, but if it's their prerogative, that's what has to be done. And it's time to make America great again. That's not what I will do, because I'm going to have the best army there's ever been, a huge army.
All right, shove it. What?
This guy is a bigot and a misogynist.
VP, back me up against these two strons.
I don't know. I kind of like what he was saying about getting everybody out there.
Yeah.
You had a good point.
Despicable.
Oh, I was.
What, the 5-4s?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I even
man.
got your own vice
And
president. You want to
you-
come over to
and-
this side?
You took a turn with the.
Water's fine.
World's always been
Come on
against
in.
me, brother. Don't worry about
I'm not
me.
against you. You just took a whole
I
different
think there
approach
should
on
be
this.
a
That's not what
rebellion
we talked about.
on all taxes. All taxes, a rebellion. It'll be used.
If I get in for
Sir,
president,
sir,
everybody's
sir.
off on Sunday. It's a day for family, and it's the holy day. Sunday meatballs at the White House every Sunday. The whole world's shut down for Sunday. COVID, remember that? You get it every Sunday.
We will feed.
Don't
all,
go to work.
We will feed all the future.
How about this?
That'll
All the
get your
future
vote.
How
How
about
about
this?
that?
On
How about
topic.
this? I'll double your Sunday and I'll make it a Saturday as well. How about that?
Yeah. Now we got
Saturday,
got
Sunday.
no economy.
Everybody, and do me a favor, President, Mr.
What if
Fake
you
President.
what if
Back
I
up. Hold
bash
on.
your fucking skull? Then how you get into the hospital on a Saturday, jerk? If no one's working.
All right.
Okay.
First of all, back up from your microphone. You're getting too crazy right now. Okay.
Very excited. He's holding the mic. He's
The listeners are not enjoying this. Okay, and neither is the
What if I-
country.
what-
Neither is the country. Stop raising your voice.
I will add 3.
You are a buffoon, a bigot.
All Americans
And a misogynist.
should bark. Right? We all agree on that one.
what?
All Americans should bark.
On the
All
count, on the
Americans
count
should
of
bark
3.
again.
Bring barking back 2020.
Give me best bark, Chris.
You got a good bark.
You got a good bark.
No,
That's a good
that dog's got to be put down. Bro.
Whoa! No dog is
Whoa.
put
I'm
down.
I'm just
in the
kidding.
pod.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, there's so many dog
You want
lovers.
like a
in-
basset hound? Like,
Give me a good beagle.
He has to close his eyes
I
for
want a
that. one.
chihuahua.
I'll let you-
do yours.
He's got to go.
Woof woof
Yeah, that's not.
No, do it.
There's
You
no
did it the
dog
other
that
day.
sounds like
woof
that.
woof.
Was that an English dog?
Yeah.
That's Brian if he
Woof,
barked from
woof.
Family Guy.
Woof.
Woof woof.
Woof. Woof.
All right, enough
All
barking.
right,
enough
can
president.
we get back to the debate?
Oh,
at
yeah,
hand
sorry,
here,
mediator.
please?
Oh, we're
Please.
still doing that.
All
Trying
right,
to
let's do
derail
one more
everything.
question.
This is a tiebreaker. It's 1-1 right now.
Oh wow, I got a point. Cool.
Barely.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm not keeping score.
I wasn't.
This question is on the border. Citizens have concerns suggesting the border, saying that they suggest making it an obstacle course, while others say it should be a slip and slide. What do you guys think? and
My
how would you
great
do?
friend Andrew Santino had this in a comedy bit, but I think if I get into presidency, I will make it a thing. We're gonna move the American Ninja Warrior set down to the border, and you could try every 3 months. If you pass that, you're in.
That's the contest to
freaking
get
genius.
into the.
That is
Into America.
something else.
That's it.
That's absolutely
Bring him in.
Yeah, I think a slip and slide might be too easy. I think maybe we go with something harder than a American Ninja Warrior course. We go with like a Marine training thing, and then to like piggyback
You're just
parlay
gonna put them in the military.
parlay the last question, just enter them into the draft as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's very what's the word?
Socialist now?
Yeah, like dictator type.
What do you mean? They have to pass. They have to like pass like a
No, you're
like it is to like
incentivizing
Marine
military
boot
service.
camp.
They're trying to get into our country,
And then
not
once you
serve.
get in, yeah, you get put into the draft.
Eh.
I think it's like a kill two birds with one stone kind of deal.
I think we should run the country together.
I don't know.
I think we should make a trench and do like floor is lava. You know, and you have to hop to each one but make real lava.
This
So,
is good.
It's a life or death if you make it in or not.
That might be a good TV show.
Hey, they call it the American Dream for a reason. It's got to be worth it.
Like,
no?
is America too hot to handle?
Oh,
That's a good
find
title.
out when we return.
On
Right?
floor is lava.
That's a
The
good
border's
title.
lava.
That's tight,
Ooh,
man.
welcome back to
That's
another
good.
Floor is lava, right on the
The
border.
border is lava.
That's gold, Jerry.
And that concludes our debate.
All right.
Thank you, America, for listening.
Here.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
mean,
mediator.
we
You did a wonderful job.
Probably lost everyone.
Props to Dan.
I won. I am now
Good
the president of the
questions.
United States.
Good questions.
Thank you very much.
Well, who's the host of this podcast? Me.
me, and
Yo.
James, and not you.
I'm just a schlep here.
Don't say that about yourself.
I am the host of the podcast.
We're going
all
into
the
Nico's
darn
notes.
day.
It's
He's the
Nico's.
happiest
Nico's
podcast
notes.
all the
Nico's
damn
notes.
day.
Notes. 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 It's the notes. It's the notes. It's the notes. It's the notes. What's notes? It's the notes. Nico's. 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 Notes.
All right, I'm glad we did that because I wanted to do some. I wanted to do some kind of music, but that was good. That came out pretty good. What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to another edition of Nico's Notes. How we doing?
Ticket to go bomb bomb. Ticket to wah
In
wah.
this
Ticket to-
edition of Nico's Notes, I got a dear friend and who I call family next to me,
Are you
Mr.
touching him?
James Breeze,
That's what I
as
thought
my
for a second.
co-host.
He's rubbing his leg.
Thank you. It's not rubbing my leg.
I
It's
will
rubbing
not.
his own.
I'll not allow the banter in the first 5 minutes.
You're
If
not
you
the
could
president.
just
Sucks.
Speak a little more monotone, please. Thank you. Listen, man. This has been a fun pod. I'm having fun. I'll start it off, and I'll invite you guys. I said 5 minutes, whatever. I like my shirt.
I think you're a f***ing stud.
Thank
Still,
you.
uh,
I didn't know until you said stud if it was going to be a positive. or
You're
negative comment.
so colorful and beneficial.
This is just
plentiful.
pure Cabo right here, baby.
Pure combo.
Every
Pure
color
summer.
he's ever worn on the pod.
Summer
in
vibes
one.
all the way.
Every color I've worn on the pod
You're,
in one.
you're
There you
Cabo cruising.
Go ahead, Chrissy.
Where'd you get that?
Target probably.
No.
How do you?
You
know?
sure?
Yeah,
Target.
I want to say Target. Yeah.
Can't see.
Okay. You sure you didn't steal it off a 60-year-old man?
Funny guy. Funny.
It looks pretty old.
Funny. It's a nice shirt, man.
It's Jimmy Buffett's.
Yeah, that's real Jimmy Buffett. And somehow you still managed to wear red. So I'm giving that like
But
a
somehow I still managed to pull it off.
I'm giving you like a 5-2.
No, it's a great shirt.
5-2 shirt.
All right, moving
Yeah,
on.
say something about my shirt.
We don't have a taste test this week, ladies and
won't.
gentlemen. Your shirt's the best. All right. we got an extensive notes, so get comfortable, all right? And let me just talk to people, just get them tensed a little bit. Wake up. If you're not listening, start listening now, all right? It's the best part of the show, your favorite part of the show. Open your eyes, smack your face a little bit if
Drink
you
some
have
water.
to, all right? Wake up.
That's some coffee.
All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Give it to us.
Chris isn't, but that's okay. I'll still go ahead. So just a question to start off here. Tipping,
Yes.
gratuity. Where do we stand? Propinas.
We're usually sitting when we tip.
No, not necessarily.
Depends on where you are.
Because these places are getting out of hand.
Listen, I think you gotta. Oh, well, what side are you speaking on?
I'm saying now everywhere you go, it's a big debacle. Would you like to tip? Dude, I've been here 2 minutes. But I saw a good rule. If I'm standing, you're not getting tipped. If I'm sitting, you'll get tipped.
Yeah.
What if you're standing at a bar?
Yeah, debunked. There you go. That's why you're here.
Bar's different though, because you kind of have to
No, you
tip.
have to tip.
Well,
I'm
there's
not
certain
saying there's
things-
in any way out of.
There's
tipping.
certain
Yeah.
things you have to tip, right? Car wash.
Yes.
Don't be that guy that doesn't tip.
I've seen too many of them.
I was once. I didn't have cash. I felt so horrible.
You were one once, not anymore.
You got to go to the cashier and they'll give you money out.
Yeah. Well,
Cash
that's
back, dude.
that's what I did, and you know,
Listen, if you don't tip, don't know how to tip, okay?
20%.
Don't say you're frugal. You're a cheap bastard. All right, and you're not a cheap bastard. You're a cheap bastard. All right, just get it right
Yeah.
there. All right,
people
call
that
them out right now.
people
Sorry.
that work for tips get paid a lower hourly wage because they can get tips. So they work for tips. They live on their tips.
I don't think people understand that as much.
No, they don't.
I think younger people do. I don't think the older generation does. I think older generation just
I think it's the
assumes that
opposite.
it really.
I think older people know they have to tip, and a lot of young people don't know they have to tip yet. Like they haven't learned that yet because their parents always pay.
I think older people just are stuck in the past. They're like, oh, like $5
Like more
is a
frugal.
tip.
Yeah, I get that.
They're not
too.
like, no, if it's a large bill, you have to tip.
Dude, I
more.
took 3 tables today. I made $65.
3 tables, 65.
They all
I think you
tipped
did pretty
over
good.
$20.
That's good.
Crazy.
It's a good tip.
Well, how big was the parties?
It was a what did I have? I had 2,
Okay.
a 3, and a 4. Crazy. But like Starbucks, you go into Starbucks and pay sometimes, right? I know you do.
Yes.
That screen is so confusing. First you think
There's
it's
3
touch
options.
screen, then it's not, and I'm like, I don't even know how to move the thing.
What thing?
You got to go down to none because I'm not tipping.
Down, baby.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know
What
what
are you
that card
talking about?
That
I mean, I
card
kinda-
machine is confusing.
No, it
dude.
doesn't. It says no, thank you. I don't like the tip. I don't want to
No,
tip.
you have to go. You have to click the arrow down.
No, I've never had to click any arrows.
You haven't been in Starbucks since freaking 3 years ago. So how would you know?
What are you talking about?
When's the last time you were in a Starbucks?
I don't know. Not 3 years
exactly.
ago. Though.
You don't know.
I know what you're saying. So you're saying like on the screen,
It's confusing.
it comes up with how much would you like to tip?
Yeah. And,
And
you
you
have
have
to
to
go
select.
from like 15, 18, 20 to no thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what button to press. I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I usually
This
just-
is not.
Sometimes they do it for you. They said just select no thing, or they will turn around. And,
I always
like,
think
say,
of that
okay, I'm
touch
gonna
screen.
Select it for you.
I'm just any opportunity to tip. I'm tipping.
If I go there
Flip the scale,
frequently,
baby.
I'll take care of you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. But all these places are getting out of hand. Guac Shop, after I paid $28 for a burrito, you're asking me for a tip? You out of your bird?
You know, they're probably just looking for $1.
You out of your bird? You don't get it from me. But moving on from the tipping. I watched the news for like 5 minutes after like the Yankee game or whatever I was watching, and it's so negative and just so bad for you. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
was
good
like,
on there.
Like, why do people watch it?
I don't know. It's depressing.
It's literally just let me tell you this information to tell you just to make you go crazy or worry or have anxiety. I was actually like bothered.
Oh, the Yankee game?
By the news.
The news.
You said the news. You didn't say Yankees?
I did after the news.
After the
Well, you can see how much I'm following. I'm sorry.
You know what? We're just gonna do the rest of the notes, me and you.
Okay.
All right, boys? All right.
No, I'm not trying to.
It's fine
Okay.
by me.
Moving on from the news, because this is the news. This is the news. Well, you know what? I have 3 like heavy hitting messages for the end, but I have two things that involve this Pepper Struans over here.
Talking to me.
Yeah,
All of our eyes just went to you.
yeah.
He did.
What's up?
So you made a comment this past week. Didn't sit well with me,
What did I say?
and it wasn't more what you said; it's how you said it.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
It always is.
I came home from work. You're like, why you got a freaking Amazon package coming to the house every day? What are you ordering? What'd you order? And I was like, what? Like, yeah, there's always a package. I said, does that bother you? Is that okay?
I just think that maybe you're spending too much money. What are you ordering every day?
But do you know what I'm getting when ordering?
I mean, yeah, you got gel that time. What else have
Yeah,
you
because this particular time you're ragging on me. I ordered the Johnny B gel that we use, both you and I, for our
got?
great hair.
No free sponsors. Don't do that.
I didn't. Shh. But what I'm saying is, I'm stocking the house, baby. I'm taking care of what we need.
You're always stocking the
Would
house.
you have bought the shampoo? Would you have bought it if
No, I was going to tell you to buy it because you always buy it.
exactly? Because I always buy everything.
Listen.
So don't worry about it.
No, but you're getting Amazon packages and this and that. It's every day.
The last package I got.
Nick, I come home and there's a package on the stoop every day.
Listen, it's easy to shop on Amazon. Think about how much shit
So
you
you're
buy.
not denying it.
I just buy it on Amazon.
So you're not denying it.
I do order a good amount of things, but it's things I need.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
So we don't have to have like one of those interventions,
I mean, I think there might be a cause for that.
because I just wrote a few things.
What'd you write?
He's got notes for
Just
Nico's
need your-
notes.
Just need your full undivided attention. Nico, I love you so much. I come to realize that you have a problem. You have a shopping problem on Amazon, and I just care for your well-being. This is coming from a good place. I want you to know. I don't want you to say. I can't do.
There he is, Mr. Type A personality.
I don't want to see you go down this road anymore, Chrissy. Tell him.
It's okay, buddy.
It's a
all right.
Sopranos
Don't worry.
reference. You saw that, Chrissy?
That's good. Come on,
Yeah,
give me an
that was
Oscar.
good. No, that was great. 10 out of 10 performance on that. He's
Yeah, that
right,
was-
though. A little bit.
I'm right,
Let's.
though.
I'll pull up my Amazon
No,
orders
no,
if you
no,
want.
no,
we
no,
could
no.
go through the.
No,
we
it's
could go
okay.
through it.
It's all right. Let's keep it moving.
All right, and then, I come home from work. Not last night. Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
What did I do now?
What? It's what you didn't do.
Oh, boy.
Did you read this? You read this?
I
Is
Skimmed over
the
it.
long keeper in you like
Chrissy
whoa?
didn't kiss me on the lips. What is it?
Well, all right, we're brothers here. We're family. But I come home from work. Well, first of all, I call you. I'm like, hey, can you just put the massage gun on the charger because my shoulder's messed up. I want to hit it with the gun, try and get it better. He's like, yeah, I could do. I got you. All right, cool, thanks. And I was like, if you could water the lawn, it needs water.
What did I do?
You call me. Can you pick this up from the store when you on your way home from work? All right, whatever. I'm like, did you put the gun on the charger? No, I didn't do that. Actually, I forgot. I couldn't find it. So I told you exactly where it was.
No, you
Chris.
didn't.
I did.
Where was it?
And you said, "Oh, I forgot what you said."
Where was it?
So you forgot 2 times. It was on the bottom of the coffee table, under the coffee table.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, Chris.
I looked under the end table because that's what I thought you said.
2 different things.
You didn't say coffee table. You said end. You said end table.
Stupid.
You said end table. I couldn't find it, and
And
I
then I was
wasn't
like-
scrummaging
I
everywhere
was
when
like,
you were going to be home in 10
Well,
minutes.
could you put it on anyway? He goes, I suppose I could do that. Didn't do it.
Because I couldn't find it.
It's Chrissy for you. You didn't even get up.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
All right. But anyway, then I come home, and it's right. It started to pour last night on my way home.
we had a
got
crazy amount of
sick amount
rain.
of rain.
A lot of
bro.
rain.
Like
a lot of storms.
it was like crazy for like.
Enough
20
enough rain
minutes.
where you don't have to water your lawn.
Thank you. So I come home, 10 o'clock at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and the freaking sprinklers on. I was like, is this kid like? Is there something wrong? And like all our
That's a
neighbors just
scary
hear
house.
all our neighbors hear the I was like, we look like we're incompetent assholes right now. What do we do?
What?
So then I call you. I go, I'm in the driveway. I was like, I got to talk to him right now. I call him. I go, do you know the sprinkler's on, right? He goes, yeah. I go, were you going to turn it off or you were just going to wait for me to come home to turn it off? He's like, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was like, what's wrong with you? How long has it been on? Since I got home?
Sounds like
I was like, that's 3 hours, Chris. He's like, yeah, you said it needed water. I'm like, you need to water the grass for like an hour at most.
Why?
3 hours. Are you?
What's the problem
Are
if
you
we do it for
mad?
3 hours?
The problem was I saw a guy with his rowboat out there ready to swim because you guys had the water going and the rain coming down.
Dude.
I didn't realize it was raining.
So then I go turn off the sprinkler or whatever. But I was like, this has to come up on the podcast. This is insane.
that's the
Yeah.
type of stuff that you do when you want to really freak out your neighbors. You're like,
And then,
honey,
yeah, so,
something's up.
yeah.
across the
Now
street.
we
I
look
don't
like the
know."
loonies over there watering the grass in the rain. But and then you go, oh, me and Joe were gonna make chicken cutlets. We didn't have olive oil. You know, you talk to me like you don't have a vehicle or you don't have legs. Why don't you go to the store and buy some olive oil? then?
All I'm saying in that scenario is you could have just told me, hey, we don't have
we
olive
still
oil.
had some,
We had friggin' this much. I couldn't even fry
Yeah.
them.
but I don't like it.
Had to bake them.
If you need something from the store, go get it. Don't wait for me to get out of work. At
You
10-day
used it
shift.
all.
I gotta go to Walgreens now.
You used
Are
it
you
all.
out of? Who does that?
Oh, why don't you go
Nick, hey
burn
Nick, can
a
you
torch?
just go pick up some olive oil when you get home before you come home from work? And also, I left the sprinkler on for you.
And the massage gun off the charger.
What's the big deal, man?
I mean, for that night, in to be specific, I was beat.
I told you, don't go get the olive oil. I don't really care.
I went anyway.
Okay, so then don't complain about it.
You can't give me a task and expect me to not do it because I'll do anything for you.
Well, that's very nice. of you.
Wow.
But
Wow.
way
you
to
shouldn't be
bring it back.
getting mad at me for it.
He just gave you a
I'm not.
nice
I'm just saying. You know, like
word.
if
think
I'm
they gotta hug
home
it
and I
out.
need
Yeah,
something, I'll just go
gotta
get it.
hug
I'm
it
not. Oh, I'll wait for Chris to pick it up on his way
No,
home
it
from
wasn't like that. Like I thought of it in that time
work. No, I get it.
for something else.
Yeah, I get it.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Don't be condescending.
Condescending me?
You guys gotta.
Oh.
You guys should hug it out.
Yeah.
Maybe not
if
now.
these notes would ever freaking end, maybe we could.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? All right. We got 3.
We're making their way down.
I'm gonna end off with this one. Sorry, it's 2. So, I saw a clip of a Rogan podcast, and
All right.
so it was, and so this ties into with what I think about therapy, which I'm back and forth on therapy. I think it's good for some people. I think some people it's just not for them. I don't know. Sometimes it works. I also think some of these therapists just aren't doing the right job. Yeah. I think they could be misleading, but I don't know. Because in the clip, basically he said that thinking and talking about your problems makes them grow. Like it's an actual fact. And they use that word rumination, which is a deep or considered thought about something. And he had like some specialist on. She was saying how it's a big cause of depression. So then some therapists will get them to stop. Like, hey, just go run errands. That's good for you. Like, or just do, like we said before, do your passion, this and that.
Right. Yeah.
And stop thinking about it. And that helps you battle with it and get over it. But then a lot of therapists will just sit there and let you just cry in your sorrows
well,
about your.
It makes perfect sense. If you do nothing and have all this time to dwell on your problems, obviously, you're not going to feel any better. You got to get out there and do
Yeah.
things to be able to
Because
get your mind off of whatever it is you're going through.
Yeah, I mean, I also think that, when you're talking to the right person, I just, cup half full, half empty, right? You become half empty, or you become empty as a cup, right? That sounds weird, but
the cup becomes empty.
You need somebody to fill you back up. So you got to take. Sometimes your doubts or your frustrations could swallow you, and you need sometimes somebody to pull you out. So it's like, you're right. You can't go ahead and continue to dwell or maybe forget the therapist for a second. You can't talk to the wrong person about your problems, because then they're going to kind of like,
Yeah.
they're going to make you feel like, yeah, you should have those problems. You need somebody that's going to pull you out of that.
Can I talk about that?
Go.
Like, I was watching something. They're talking about how like there's too much emphasis on like men going to therapy and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you can get the same results by talking to your closest friends and a good group of friends.
Yeah,
instead
I mean,
of having to
you need
invest
that
in
support.
therapy or something.
it's
Yeah, I mean, because those people have your best intentions in mind, not this therapist. I mean,
I
granted, there's people that are very good at what they do, but they don't have your best intentions. They don't actually know you for who you are.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've said this before. We're not therapists. We're speaking loosely about this. Don't quote us or judge us or anything. But I do think that a lot of therapists enjoy hearing other people's problems. I feel like there's a bad relationship there, and a lot of therapists go down a wrong path with that. And I'm not saying there's not good therapy and good therapists as well, but and then some, I think it's good for some people, and then some people, like we talk about your counsel, like I actually talked to all four of you guys about my.
Yeah.
So it works for me so far, I guess.
Yeah,
We deal with your
yeah, stinky too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
no, but you really do need somebody that's going to be able to, somebody that knows you, but that's also going to really tell you the truth, because the one dynamic that you run across when you're telling you, like, say, your close friends or something, if you're choosing the wrong one, then you're not going to get a healthy result. You need somebody that can play a good devil's advocate and be like, well, maybe you're a little bit wrong here, or maybe
Yeah.
this doesn't sound about right. That's not healthy thinking, or
Yeah.
so
You got
on
to
and
be
so
that
forth.
friend.
That's
Yeah.
key. That's really key. And to kind of go right off that point, it's like, when you surround yourself with the right people that you could trust and that have, like Chris said, the right intentions for you, that
Mhm.
are looking out for your well-being,
Mm.
that's so critical, to not get caught up in that depression. And yeah, we tend to ruminate and we sit with our thoughts a lot more. That spirals. We go into that spiral mode,
Yeah.
and we lean on each other. We talk to each other to get us back out of that.
Yeah.
We go do errands. We go for a run. We hit the gym. We go for a walk. We do whatever we have to do to get back in that comfortable space again.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, they don't have all that. So that's why therapy opens up that safe, comfortable
Mhm.
space to be vulnerable, to
Yeah.
talk about those problems without being judged or criticized. And
Mhm.
that's also very important. I think in this world we live in today, that's such a prominent issue that's happening. Like, I think that there's
Mhm.
such an emphasis on health, mentally, emotionally, physically, and I do see that there is just this downward slope, and we have to pick each other back up. And
Yeah.
I think that's why the How We Doing Productions is really
It's the
part of that
community.
movement, that community and culture that's pulling people back in, talking to one another,
Mm.
really allowing yourselves to feel and be heard.
Speak it,
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
preach, brother. Awesome.
Man.
but that's really where
Yeah,
I kind of took your thing and
yeah.
ran with it, but
no, that's what I
but
want.
it's really
That's
like
I want.
what it's all about.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
you
we're
can
talking
say
about,
what where because you are a part of this, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I said I feel like it's good for some people. Some people I don't, I just think for some people going there and talking about you might not be the best thing for you.
Yeah,
It might but it works for
it's
some people.
it's honestly it's like what you have to put into it. Like you
Mhm.
have to put in something of yourself to get something out.
Yeah.
You can't rely on someone else to pull you out of your own mess. No
True.
one
At the end
knows
of the
you but
day-
yourself. You know yourself
That's
best.
it.
At the end of the
So,
day, it has to start with you.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Well, I'm gonna piggyback because these things go together a little bit here. I saw this adorable video of a little kid talking, but he said a very profound quote, and we're gonna roll with it.
Give it to us.
You guys ready?
Ready.
You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails.
That's what a kid said.
He said you can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails.
that's such a great
And
quote.
then he was like, because then
Pretty
the
good.
lady's talking about it, he's like, it means that it's not about what happens to you, it's how you react.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, man.
I would like that.
Rocky. It's not how hard you can get hit. How many times you can get hit and keep moving forward.
That's how winning is
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
because
true, man.
No matter what, the hits are going to come, right? It's like that's what.
Yeah,
comes
and
in
it's
life.
control what you could control too.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah,
It's a big
you
one.
know, that's like a cliche thing to say, but it's really like true. Like
It's a
how
good
are you
thing
gonna
to focus on.
How are you gonna? Yeah, but how are you gonna focus on things that you can't control? You drive yourself crazy.
You're literally not going to move forward in any way, shape, or form. It's
Right.
impossible.
Right, and then I think
Should
that
hold you
kind
back.
of that kind of ties into like some people's problems with depression as well. You know, not having
Yeah.
that.
Baby steps.
Baby
Like,
steps.
what about Bob?
What about Bob?
Baby
What
steps.
about Bob?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about these things, just good mindsets or good things to say to yourself here and there to just apply to your life or your reasoning and your mind state. And sometimes you got to hear those things that you didn't know you needed to hear until you heard them, and you get them here at the How We Doing podcast. And that's gonna do it for Nico's notes. Thank you
Bango,
very much,
bango.
ladies and gentlemen.
Bravo.
Go get your week.
Good job,
Seventh
nicely done there,
Notes.
brother. That was one of my favorite notes ever. I
Are
think.
you being Are you serious?
Yeah,
Even
Yeah.
though I was like kind of like throwing at you for a little bit,
yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
you're getting more of a higher
Good for
pitch.
entertainment.
I don't know how to believe it.
No,
Here we
it was good. I'm being genuine.
Thank you.
It was good.
I appreciate
It was good. That part kind of pissed me off a little bit. I forgot about it though. Now,
Good, yeah, because it's profound.
now you brought it up. Now you know what? I hate these
Even
notes.
though I did
I hate
this.
these damn notes you got to put me through. No, they're good for us.
Alrighty. Well,
Hold on.
you get to talk again.
No, I just want to I feel like we've been talking a lot. I really just want to kind of just shoot the shit more breezy before we go a little bit. I mean, this guy's just
I enjoyed
part of it.
this. I enjoyed just being a guest over here, and it's been a great experience overall.
You've implemented
Yeah,
some.
breezy.
Yeah.
No
some wisdom
man,
over here.
this was it was awesome.
I
Having
listen to you guys, I watch you guys, and I'm inspired. So this is great to be a part of it. It's a little different being on this side of the table than on the other side. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely
well,
awesome experience.
I'm glad to have you on this side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This
What do
guy's
you-
sleeping in my room.
Okay.
Uh,
Billy Madison
All
reference.
right,
Nothing-
Breeze. We
nothing
almost
to,
made it without
we almost
the
did.
Nick doing something weird.
Yeah.
But I
You
just
son
want
of
to
a
say,
biscuit.
because I'll just continue to dominate the dialogue. You guys think?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Hold
Keep
on.
going.
Just a question. Who do you think said the most words on this podcast so far?
Nick, you've said the most words on every podcast because no one could shut you up.
I think I should do a podcast by myself.
Nobody would watch.
You know, you've been trying to abandon us ever since we started this podcast.
Ever since I had the dream.
Yes, ever
If
since
Nick,
you had
if
that
you-
I
dream.
had a dream.
Nick,
Episode
if,
5.
If we weren't here to like steer the ship, you would be babbling about nonsense the whole
Dan.
time.
Nico's pod is called Nico's Rabbit Hole.
Inside the mind of Nico, that's terrifying.
Nico's endless notes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what it was.
That
That's
sounds
what
like
it
a
is.
horror movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of scary, the fact that I know I could do a podcast by myself.
All right, this guy is the worst.
I'm
man.
going to start just filming a podcast a day.
You know
Let's
what?
Give him, let's give
Maybe-
him.
I think you should
maybe-
just vlog at that point. Just have a
maybe
camera
Just
on
do
you.
vlogs.
Just
How
do
Nico's
Nico's
Maybe
vlog.
we just replace you with Breeze, and you could go do your own podcast.
Don't say that.
Whoa.
You
Oh,
can't
don't
do
say
that.
that.
You can't do that.
Why?
I
You talking
can't-
about starting your own podcast? Why
That's
can't I
mal-
say
I
that?
can't
What you
fill-
just said is malarkey.
You can't fill this
I
guy's
don't. I
shoes.
disagree.
Everything he said is a lie.
How are you gonna say that?
Listen,
bro?
man, I just, all jokes aside, I want to take this moment to just say I love you, Breezy.
Love you,
you.
Breezy.
You're
It's been an honor.
you're like, so you're a big part of our family. Like
Yeah.
I can honestly say that with just my whole heart, and I always say I'll do anything for you. And that's anything, but well, I'm glad you came on here.
You guys picked
Let's
up
talk
on
about that.
as a friend,
Let it fly, let it fly.
as a brother, as a musician, we've been playing together more than 10 years now.
We've known each other.
Over
I've
20
known
years.
you
Probably all my life.
The different
Yeah.
stages
We
of
did the
life.
math on this at one point. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've
But,
been through a lot, ups and downs, twists and turns in life, and
Mhm.
it keeps going. And it
Yeah, I look forward to the future, man.
well-
We want to do this music we've been doing all this time. We want to like actually put out
Amplify.
our stuff and get
Yeah,
out there, and
they'll be seeing some stuff coming soon from.
Yeah, I really
Freeze.
want to
For sure.
share our musical bond and our sound, man. It's
Are
a different
you high?
level of it's a
Keep
different
saying, man.
shut your mouth. It's a different level.
He's trying to
Rock
get him more
on,
words so he
rock
could win
on,
the count.
dude.
I know. Yeah,
It's-
he's just trying to keep
it's
going.
a different level when you share that musicianship for
Body's
so
telling him to
long.
stop.
Yeah.
I call it like the realm we're in.
Yeah, man.
You guys make fun of it sometimes, but it is a realm.
Yeah, we're losing Chris.
And listen, man, it's coming soon. All right, music's
Hey,
coming
man.
soon.
I just
I love
Can
you,
I-
Breezy. I'll stop talking now. Let them finish. I'm out. Good night, guys.
Crystal, before you finish
yeah
off,
no please.
I just want to say, Breezy, freaking love you, man. I would like to piggyback and say that I'm really happy that you came on the show. Really happy that you shared such great wisdom. Really, our audience definitely need to hear that. This is not the last time that you're going to see Breezy, by the way. So, for those that are like loving Breezy right now, because it's hard not to, you'll see him again. But on that note, I just want to kind of share like a little message with the audience.
I'm
All right?
back.
He's back. He's back. This life is tough, man, and we're living in really tough times, and it's really important to acknowledge that, because at the end of the day, you're going to be on one side or the other. It's either you're going to be on the side that supports positivity or the side that supports something really negative, and you don't realize, but people's words hold vibrations, and you could really hurt somebody with your words. This is probably the most sharpest tool that you could have that could really do some damage or that could do some real good. So drive home on that and find some ethical boundaries that keeps you tight and keeps you focused on what's important. And that's the true wealth that you have, and that is your friends, that is the support system, that is your health. These are things that not many people have, and again, we're in some pretty crazy times. So, I like to guide with my faith. Lord Jesus Christ is King and Savior, and everybody should get on board with something like that. More like, no, not something like that. Get on board with that, because that's the power of peace right there. You don't have life without Him, and He's the truth, the only truth, and you got to drive home with something that's meaningful. So don't think that, don't pride yourself up so much that you think that you could stand by your own rules that you make, because, your life was a gift and it only came from one place. So, praise God.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Praise Jesus.
Well said.
Are you
No,
gonna say
it's
something?
so
Because I
true.
still got
Well
another.
said, brother. No, you're done. You actually said you were done. So
Just look at that date right there. Just look at that date and tell me what you get from that.
I know.
Happy
Uh-oh.
birthday, Breezy!
Happy birthday, Breeze.
Breeze's birthday.
Thank you, brother.
Wanted to
Breeze's
steal my whole bit.
birthday.
That was my whole bit.
It's
and
time.
I was
You weren't
end
gonna
it.
do that, were you?
Okay, I wasn't. All right, guys.
I gotta
I've had enough tonight.
I gotta give him a hug.
I really enjoyed having you on the show tonight, Breezy.
Thank you guys for having me
It
and
was
being so
awesome,
kind.
man. You're my brother for life, and
Now we're about to go do some shots for your birthday.
yeah, we're gonna celebrate
Oh,
Breezy's
Let's just
birthday.
get trashed. Who cares about work tomorrow? Let's just do it.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll talk.
We'll talk.
I'll make a drink.
But no,
Get KO'd really quick.
Breeze, you're the man, brother. Thank you for supporting always, and thank you for
Hey,
so special.
buy a T-shirt. Check us out.
he's man.
That's
He's the man.
it.
He's got
Guys,
the plug.
Got such inspiration every week. And if you're not watching, get on, like, subscribe, do all that stuff that he's probably gonna say. But
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
comment,
Took the words
subscribe.
right out of
He's a
my
natural. He's a
mouth.
natural.
come
He'll
on.
be back
Must have been
sometime.
while you were kissing.
Maybe we'll do like
me.
Check him
What?
out.
we'll bring back like the two best guests on the show,
We'll
Check
bring
him
him
out.
in.
Breeze
Yeah.
and Gio.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have like a little reunion app.
Damn, cause he's
Maybe-
gonna get upset.
Maybe Dan. Oh my God, I forgot about Anthony.
But you know what, and
bad,
I
man.
FaceTimed you. I need espresso pods. Where were you?
My bad.
I gotta go a week without espresso.
We'll have three people. We'll just
That
we'll
can't
we'll
happen.
throw a
Terrible.
bunch of people in the shot. It'll be great. All right. Tune in next week. How we doing podcast episode 64.
Go get your wig,
Coming
fellas
at
and
ya.
fillets.
Peace.